The Peugeot 205 T16 is one of the most iconic rally cars of the 1980s, representing a golden era of motorsports and the wild world of Group B rallying. Known for its raw power, aggressive design and cutting-edge technology, the 205 T16 quickly became a legend on the rally stage. Yet its story starts humbly with a small hatchback that transformed into a powerhouse capable of dominating the World Rally Championship. So let me tell you all about it. So it all started in 1983. Peugeot introduced the 205, a compact hatchback intended for the European super mini market. Designed as an affordable, practical car for the masses, it lacked the flair of high-performance models. Yet its clean design and reliability helped it become a bestseller and save Peugeot from financial turmoil. Still, the 205 had no hint of sportiness until Peugeot unleashed its motorsports ambitions. 1 year after the base 205's introduction, the French automaker released the 205 GTI, a hot hatch that packed a respectable 104 horsepower, setting it up to challenge the popular VW Golf GTI. But while the GTI made waves in the road car world, Peugeot had bigger plans for the 205 in the world of rallying. Now Group B regulations were introduced by the FIA in 1982, and the motorsport world was turned on its head. Group B was less about production volume and more about pushing engineering to its limits, leading to birth some of the most extreme rally cars the world had ever seen. With these regulations in place, manufacturers like Audi and Lancia had already begun dominating with cars like the Quattro and the Stratos. Peugeot wanted to enter this arena, and the 205 T16 was their weapon of choice. The T16 designation stood for turbocharged engine and 16 valves, a nod to the car's performance prowess. Homologation requirements meant that Peugeot had to produce 200 road-going versions of this rallying beast, and in doing so, they created one of the most insane hot hatches of the decade. The 205 T16 had very little in common with its standard 205. While the homologation version shared the basic body shell, nearly every other part of the car was radically different. The T16 steel monocoque chassis was heavily modified for performance, and the mid-engine layout was a bold move, giving it a distinct advantage in handling and balance. Similar to the Renault 5 Turbo, which moved its engine to the middle, Peugeot followed suit to better distribute the car's weight. The power plant was a 1.8-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine based on a diesel block built to withstand the extreme demands of rallying. In the rallying spec version, the engine produced a staggering 500 horsepower and in some applications even more. However, the road legal version, designed to meet emission standards, was tuned down to 200 horsepower, which was still an impressive figure for a mid-80s hot hatch. Now all of that power was sent to all four wheels through a permanent four-wheel drive system, which is a critical factor in its rallying success. The combination of turbocharged power and all-wheel drive gave the 205 T16 superior traction on all surfaces, allowing it to compete on the World Rally stage. The exterior of the 205 T16 was crafted by French coach builders, humbly, transforming the basic shape of the 205 into something far more menacing. The body was widened with flared arches, giving the car an aggressive stance, and the rear section of the car could lift entirely, providing access to the mid-mounted engine and gearbox, a design feature that was as practical as it was cool. Weighing just over 2,161 pounds or 980 kilograms, the T16's lightweight design gave it a blistering power-to-weight ratio. While the 0 to 60 mph time of 7.3 seconds wasn't groundbreaking for a supercar, for a homologation rally car limited to just under 200 horsepower, it delivered an exhilarating driving experience that made it feel much faster. Anyways, let's quickly talk about its rallying endeavors. So Peugeot entered the 205 T16 into Group B in 1984, and it didn't take long for the car to show its potential. The T16's biggest rivals at the time were the Audi Quattro and the Lancia Delta S4, both of which were fearsome competitors. However, Peugeot had engineered a car that could not only match these titans, but surpass them. With its debut in the WRC in 1984, the 205 T16 quickly began proving its mettle, clinching victories on both tarmac and gravel stages. But it was in the 1985 and 1986 seasons that the 205 T16 truly left its mark on motorsport's history. Driven by legends like Ari Vatanen and Timo Solonen, the T16 won back-to-back drivers and constructors championships in those years, cementing Peugeot's dominance in Group B rallying. Its combination of raw power, advanced four-wheel drive technology and the mid-engine layout made it a formidable machine on any surface. The T16 was capable of taking on both the treacherous conditions of Monte Carlo snow-covered roads and the rugged gravel of African rallies with equal prowess. However, Group B rallying was as dangerous as it was thrilling. The cars were simply too powerful for the tracks they raced on, and by 1986, after a series of tragic accidents, the FIA disbanded Group B, ending an era of rallying that had produced some of the most extreme machines ever built. The 205 T16 was one of the last great Group B cars before the sport moved into more regulated and safer territory. While its WRC career was cut short, the 205 T16's legacy endures. After Group B's demise, Peugeot continued to use the T16 platform in rallycross and hill climb events with great success. The car remained a potent machine in motorsports, and its engineering laid the groundwork for future performance cars. Today, the road-going versions of the 205 T16 remains one of the rarest and most desirable hot hatches ever made, with only 200 units produced for homologation. These cars are highly sought after by collectors, with pristine examples fetching significant sums at auctions. But at the end of the video, please let me know what you thought of the video and what do you think of this crazy little French hot hatch. I love all of the rally homologation specials from the Group B era. They are all just insane cars. It just doesn't make sense to like own and produce for the road, but I mean they had to in order to compete, so that's why they did it. But it just led to some of the coolest cars ever made. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and if you guys did like it, you'll most like most of my other stuff. So just go through my channel, see if it's something else liked. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers,